Hey y'all, it's Zeus, and this is Let's Play Satisfactory, where everything is made up and the farming doesn't matter. That's right, it's like my sense of time and awareness when I'm playing this game. What day is it? Welcome back to the FICSIT Apprenticeship Program. Last episode, we freed ourselves from the bonds of biomass burners. But this episode, we're getting into some new milestones. One in particular. Let's take a look at my dog. Hey, bud. Bacon, you're the best around. All right. We are gonna get basic steel production. These are the next tier of parts. We have a completely new ingot, which means we have a completely new set of production. And these parts are pretty vital to our steps here. As you can see in these milestone costs, we got all these steel parts, not here, here, not here, and not there. But that's because this is the steel one. We're gonna select this. Will you please show me? Gonna have to do this thing where I take a little snip of this so I can remember. I have the concrete, luckily, but I do not have the everything else for that. I hope I have enough rotors. I really have not. I have spent very little time between getting my iron production done, and I'm worried that I have not accumulated enough of these materials. Welcome back, guys, though. I'm happy to hear or see y'all back watching me play. It's been a huge blasty blast getting to play this again. I love playing this game. It is my obsession for sure. And I am very happy that you are sharing in that obsession. It's hard to step away from this game, I'll tell you that. This game has some sort of weird, they should do studies on this game. It's so addicting. Let me grab some concrete from over here. I still haven't disassembled all the stuff at the bottom, and we'll be disassembling that slowly. There's a lot of parts here that we're still going to be using. So I don't know. I do want to accumulate, because now that we have unlimited power, I feel more comfortable sinking items. So we'll probably be doing that a whole lot more. The problem with sinking and by sinking, I'm talking about the resource sink. The problem with sinking items before you have the unlimited power is that when you're using your power to make a part, sinking is like a bonus program, and it defines itself as a bonus program. We need the parts that we get, especially when we're still working with biomass. You need those parts. You need to try to do what you can with those parts because they costed a manual resource to you. And it's not something that you shouldn't just be sinking a ton of stuff right off the get-go. I think I will be fine. Oh yeah, we're good. Hey, we're great. Okay. Let's get some steel stuff ready. I think this is all for I have some insider knowledge. A little bird, one of those little blue birds, it turns out they're completely useless except for this one thing. They told me about a coal node and an iron node. I guess you don't know about coal and iron yet, so I will explain that in a second. As soon. Get over here. Yeah, it feels good talking to y'all again. I've been playing real quiet because obviously I've been laying down all this foundation spaghetti and trying to figure out how to lay out the factory. That I haven't really had a chance to chat with y'all about what's been going on. And it feels good.
Milestone reached. Steel production unlocked. Foundry grants access to new, simple steel parts. An additional project part can now be constructed. Progress to the next phase is now possible.
Look at that. Fantastic. All right. So, there is an iron. I ran into this while I was exploring, but it's like right under here. Somewhere like right here. Yeah. So it's an iron node that we're not using at the moment, which is great. So we're going to be using it. But the more important thing, I got to make sure I have plenty of resources because I don't want to, I have plenty of rods. Okay, this should be okay. So we're not using all our coal at the moment. And so temporarily, I think I'm going to, where's that node at? Where'd you go? Over here? Where you at, boy? All right. We're going to do some temporary shenanigans here so that I can get my steel. I need my steel. Let's see. Foundry. Let's plop one of these down so you get to see it. This is a new building. You'll notice it has 2 inputs and 1 output. Currently, it can only make steel ingots. Particularly, if given iron ore and coal, it will produce a steel ingot. 45 to 45. Now, I have some coal here, but the grand picture, the big picture, is to use all of this coal just for generating power. So, I'm going to just temporarily use some of this coal for this setup here. And I'm not sinking any of this stuff. All of this stuff is going to save. You need a ton of these parts. I want to be super clear about that. You need a lot of these parts. Steel beams and steel pipes are used in a lot of things, and you will be using a ton of them. I'm lost. I'm talking. What do I need? I need a portable miner. So I need to build an equipment workshop, which is, where are you at, Portobello's? Let's get rid of that. Make our miner. See, it'll try to put it here, but there's a rock in the way. We don't have any way of... Oh, I can... Let me do... We're going to do Mark II belts. So it's 120. It's going to actually be similar to the concrete. So these are normal nodes. So we've been fortunate to have the privilege of working with a lot of pure nodes. Most of the nodes in the game are not pure nodes, so don't get too spoiled if you do get some pure nodes. Most of the nodes in the game are normal, I believe. All right, just get in there. Okay. Now, similar, similar to the concrete. Concrete, if you remember, it consumes 45 a minute. So, oh wait, I'm getting a call. All right, I'm back. That was my wife, my kids are swimming in corn right now. That's right, you heard me right. Okay, go there, go there, go there, go there. Sweet. All right, so this is getting coal now. Again, this is super spaghetti, and that's exactly the way it's supposed to be at the moment. We are just trying to make some basic steel parts. There, where's that iron node at? It was right over here, I believe. Yeah. Oh, I need to make another. That puppy. Gotta make another portobello. You know, I don't like mushrooms that much. I've recently liked mushrooms on my hibachi, in my hibachi food. I've decided that they're all right. But I don't like mushrooms in general. I feel like I've never had one that and was like blown away by it. But if it's hidden in my, hibachi chicken and steak, I'll eat it. I ain't got nothing wrong with that. Is this a pure node? It is. Hello, pure iron. I have been spoiled. All right, let's throw power poles up there. Mark II belt. Go up. Let's see. Over there's where that cave was that we explored in like episode 4. Return of the... Never mind. We made it. I don't care how you look like, belts. Just get over here. Ow. Look at how much damage I took. Alright, you're gonna go. Alright, we're gonna go like this. I hope I have enough plates for this. Alright, so let's actually, we're just gonna do this, right? This is what spaghetti looks like, folks. Alright, we actually don't... Oh, hey, I can save because these are do not need... Oh, I'm out of the... Of course, I've the lowest the lowest resource I'm going to be out of. Where's that pole at? Come here. I need you... Just connect to something. Cool. Let's go grab some iron plates for crying out loud. For Cripe's sake. The first stinking part that I ever built, I'm needing right now to run all the way over here and get. Hey, when I get the steel beams, I'll be able to unlock that hard drive. We're gonna be doing some hard drive hunting. I have not shared with you the glory of hard drives. You know what? I'm gonna do that with you in this episode, just so you have some context, because I believe there's gonna be a bit of in-game time passing before I get in touch with you again, because after this, we're really just going to be checking off some milestones and upgrading our base. Let's grab this. So this is what you do with hard drives. You take your hard drive in here and you scan it. And you gotta wait 10 minutes. Okay? And hopefully, I get the feeling you're still gonna be with me in 10 minutes. Let me actually, what was that recipe again? We're gonna do a little bit of I usually do this on a spreadsheet outside of this, but I'm gonna show y'all the process here. We're gonna have enough steel ingots for 40, we're gonna have 120 steel ingots coming through. 120 ingots produce, what is this rate? Production is 15 a minute. So I believe it's 60. 60, it'll consume 60. How many am I making? So wow, I can only make one constructor for this. And that was 30. 2 constructors for that. But I need more beams. Maybe I'll just do, I feel like I need more beams. I know I'm gonna need beams. I'll tell you, I get the feeling like they've added steel beams to the game in update 5. There's a ton of cool looking steel stuff, and I'm not unlocked it. And I'm pretty sure the second I pick up, I can probably check now. Let's look. Let's look. Foundations. It's not here yet. Wait, it's gonna be, no, it's gonna be architecture. Look, we now have these frames. Yeah, glass frames. The second I unlock the steel, I got that. Let's get our plates. So I'm gonna need beams. I'm gonna have to I'll just underclock one. We'll just do that. We'll do it. We're doing it live. Let's drop these. I don't need these. All right. Get going. Man, I can't wait to... I'm gonna... These next few sort of play sessions for me, we're probably not going to be interacting too much because I'm not going to get through a lot of the next milestones, more than likely. I will probably be gussing up the base a bit I will be sinking a lot of resources. I'll maybe be laying some foundations for maybe find a better place to put stuff. There's all 4 of these coal nodes, like I said, are going to go to the power grid. So I need a different coal to have steel, and I want steel production in the base. So let's see. Why are you yelling? Oh yeah, you're. There you go. There you go. All right. Boop. Make some. All right. So these can just go like that. Again, we don't care about clipping right now. I want steel ingots. Okay. So we'll merge these. So we have, because I know that we're going to have exactly 120 coming out of here. And I would just want to work with that number. So let's bring a belt here. All right, we're going to now do, let's look at our constructors. Let's look at these recipes real quick. So yeah, 60 a minute, 15 a minute. So I could do 2, I think this is what the plan is. I know I'm going to need steel beams. I just know I need them. Steel beams are for Mark III belts, therefore a lot of things. So we're going to do this, but we're going to half this. This is only going to consume 30 a minute and produce 7.5. This will produce the full amount, and this is going to produce steel beams at 20. So our total production here is going to be about equal, I'll say. We're going to do a splitter. Will that work, please? Okay, well, we'll just do this. And these can be Mark I belts because there's nothing over 60. All right, and then we're going to do... I didn't showcase everything. I'll probably do that after this. So we're gonna do that. All right, you get out of there. Oh wait, I don't think I have those powered. All right, now they're powered. I want to see. We finally have full capacity. Is that right? So we should, each of the generators do 75, and I have 8 of them. 600, so that's 600. What am I consuming? 500. So we're actually probably going to have to add stuff in a bit, but it's not too terribly pressing. I mean, I had those biomass burners on backup, so it's not the end of the world. But I will definitely be having to pull out this production too. Alright, let's see what we got here. Steel beams. Alright, we've done it. It's that simple, guys. It's that simple. What else did we unlock that I've not shown you? A fluid buffer. This is... we will be incorporating this in our coal generator, in our coal power plant factory, but it's just like a container that has water or fluid. You just plug a pipe in, and it can also flow out. It's just exactly the same thing as a container. Nothing too crazy there. Let me make sure I've shown y'all everything. Shown y'all the foundry. One thing we didn't, foundries take a whole lot more juice. 16 megawatts. The smelters only do 4. So that's a different number there. We did the water extractor. Coal. I've unlocked some Mark II power poles. You'll notice that they have way more lines to connect. 7. If you want to go that route with some wire connecting. I've added those. Let's see. Oh, I know one thing I'm going to do too. So obviously, I'm gonna let this stuff just accumulate. In fact, I'm gonna throw an extra stinking container here, because I do not want to lose any production here. All right, let's go up here because I wanted to showcase the color scheme I will be going for with this base. Like it or not, this will be it. So what I'm probably going to do, I'm going to get up here, I'm going to change a couple things to that color, and then I'll do a little reveal for you. All right? So I'll see you in a little bit. All right, folks, welcome back. I want to show you the color scheme I've decided to go with. Ta-da! It's brown and white. I love the color brown, and we are going to try our best to use it as much as possible. Now, not everything we're going to do is going to be in brown. I like to color code things too, or at least I like to try. And so we're going to have this sort of brown-white going on. And that's really what I wanted to showcase. This is gonna be the base, starter base color scheme. And you'll see slowly over time, I'm gonna get all our stuff colored up into the colors that you see here. So yeah, and I'm very excited to unveil, we have completed our hard drive. I wanna show you how amazing, what this is and why it is amazing. Wait, we're auto saving. Okay, good. Ready? Ta-da. Oh, we got the best recipe off the get. Okay. Let me explain. A hard drive unlocks an alternate recipe for crafting. So, if you see this is called an alternate blueprint steel screw. This is arguably the best recipe, alternate recipe there is. What you can do is you take one steel beam and it'll produce 260 screws a minute. This is huge because some of the recipes we are going to be dealing with later will require a ton of screws. Way more, like a ton. Making this extremely useful. I think it only consumes 5 steel beams a minute. It's hugely efficient. Not only are you saving, you're saving in every category. You're saving in power because it's one constructor making 260. To make this similar amount of screws, you have to make rods. So you'd have to make the rods in a constructor, then make screws at 40 a constructor. It makes this so nice. This is definitely the one we're picking. This is a copper ingot, pure copper ingot. There's a pure recipe for just about everything, and it's in a building we have not unlocked yet. But by adding water to this recipe, we can produce. Normally, it's a 1-to-1 ratio with copper ore. It would be 1 ore to 1 ingot, but this we're over doubling the production rate we get out of copper ore. It's extremely useful in limited resource situations. This is one of the worst recipes there is. I don't need coal. I can pull coal infinitely out of the ground. Why would I turn my biomass into coal? What's the point of that? I don't get it. I hate this recipe. This recipe, best in the game. That's the worst one in the game. Let's click this. It's clicked. We now have it. That's what hard drives are. And just so you know, the next starter base upgrades we're going to be doing have some alternate recipes. I specifically left out alternate recipes from our current starter base setup because I didn't want to. I wanted everybody, all the newbies out there in the FICSIT Apprenticeship Program, to get a good feel for how these recipes work. And with the next upgrade to the starter base, I'm going to start showcasing more alternate recipes so that y'all can see how much more efficient it can be. Like, just I'll do a little just sneak peek, right? I can't stay on here. All right, these over here, this back row of 10 constructors here, that's 10 constructors, okay? That back row of 10 constructors, and then I think this these 7 constructors here all make, what is the recipe? Is 40, I believe. So let's do some math. 40 times 10. Right? 400 screws are being produced in this setup. Okay? And it's 400 screws, and it takes 17 machines to do it. Which is, from a power standpoint, so let's see, it's 400 screws divided by 17 buildings. So we're basically getting 23 screws per building. Each building is consuming 4 megawatts. So it's 4 times 17. So the screw power demand is 68 megawatts just to make screws out of this setup. So let's go to our casted screw, which makes 260 screws a second in one constructor. So to match this rate, it would just be, it's not 17, it'd be 2. 8 power. We would save 50 something power just switching to the alternate screw recipe. It's hugely beneficial. I can't even get over, I love alternate recipes. I think next episode is going to be little bitty base improvements and us hunting down hard drives, because I have some alternate recipes in my scopes for the next base layout. But for now, I think that's it. Let's see. I want to make sure I did everything. I did. All my notes say I am complete. That's all for this episode. We got our basic steel set up. Next episode, we're going to be checking out some of the other milestones. Maybe checking out some hard drives. Maybe looking at upgrading our base a tad bit. It is going to be great and exciting. Thank you so much. Please like, comment, subscribe. You know, give me feedback in the comments. I'd love to hear from y'all. I like knowing what I'm doing right and doing wrong. I'm happy to change things up if things aren't working out the way y'all anticipated. Things maybe you think I need to improve on. If something sounds funny, let me know, because I want to know, because it's the only way I'm going to get better is to figure out the things I'm doing wrong. So please hit me up if you see anything or hear anything that you like or dislike. And that's it. It's over. Yeah. Bye. That's right, folks. It's a bonus round. I wanted to share with you what I did really quick after that last recording. I didn't want to try to tack it onto the next episode, so here I am showing you what I'm doing in super fast mode. And really all I did was add awesome sinks so that if I had any overflow materials, they go in there, because I'm going to need a bunch of tickets for this base build. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing that to just about all my production lines. It's going to be nice. Yeah, there's a lot of really important stuff for, you know, the final form of the starter base. Stuff like glass foundation, stuff like splitters. Basically, you're going to need a lot of tickets, and this is how you accomplish that. And with, really, I hadn't done this until we got coal power, because I didn't want to try to sink stuff without an infinite source of power. So that's why I'm doing it now, and I wanted to show you this is a good time to do it. All right, coming back in, I wanted to show you that I did some shopping. Shopping! I found my favorite thing, the steel frames. And I just wanted to tell you how much I love shopping in this game. I never thought I would say that, but I love shopping. I love getting tickets. I love spending tickets. And of course, one of the first things I'm buying is this structural frame set. It's got glass frames. It's got steel frames. It's got angled frame stuff now. It's going to look great. It's going to look poppin' on the new base. What else they got here? I'm going to get some lights eventually. I don't think I'm prepared for lights. I just need one more ticket. Come on. Okay. But now I have to go put, I don't know why I did that. I have to put that stinking steel stuff back in my shopping cart. Real cool. Coffee mug. Gonna get that soon, I promise. There's some cool foundation materials here, but I don't think I'm gonna get them right away, because I don't think we're gonna use them in the base builds just yet. Maybe we will. I don't know. Factory cart. Hell yeah. We're getting a factory cart for sure. we'll have to get these foundations. I think those foundations unlock for the steel too, so we might need to get those. Roofs, we're not going to use roofs too much on this base build. We'll see. Lights are important. Let's add that structural steel back in there. That's 20 tickets, guys. Big spending. Here we go. Let's take a look. Where are they at? Now, I had read through the patch notes and I saw that the steel frames, that's why they didn't unlock. Oh, but we got to get the factory cart first. This thing, I love this thing. This thing, I loved this game before I saw this thing. And then when I saw this thing, it made me love it even more. But just look at this, the amazing. Look at that. Now this thing does not steer, that's me by the way in there. This thing does not steer well on the grass. And honestly, I mean, I took it on these concrete frames and they didn't steer very well either. So maybe I have to be on like some glass or steel for it to steer good. But I just wanted to show you. Besides investing in assets for the factory at the Awesome Shop, I added 8 more coal generators. Didn't really feel the need to sit through this with y'all because y'all had watched me do the first 8 and I literally did exactly the same thing for these 8. We had one free coal node over there that's a normal node. Like I said, this little, what is this, a basin? I don't even know what a basin is. This gulch. It had 4 normal coal nodes and I had used 1 for the coal generators, 1 for the steel, temporary steel stuff, and 1 is blocked by rock. So this one is the last one and I felt like we might as well throw some power on it. So that's what I did. I just wanted to show you that I did that. All hail coal power. On top of expanding the coal structure. Oh, hey, I didn't introduce myself. I'm editing Zooks. I found those quartz nodes. I ran all like whatever 1,300 kilometers to these quartz nodes. I wanted to show you the process that I use early game for these MAM materials. And once you get some coal power and you don't have to worry about biomass, don't do this before biomass if you can, because it's not super helpful. I like to wait till I get coal power, and then I run to one of these nodes with some power lines, and I just start churning through these upgrades in the MAM. So right now I'm getting some of these base recipes for the quartz, because you make 2 materials out of quartz. It's silica and quartz crystals. Silica doesn't really go somewhere, but quartz crystals can be turned into oscillators, which are really important. This gets a little bit intensive here, obviously. I'm doing some quick math. There's, like I said, there's quartz crystals and there's silica, and they have some weird numbers attached to them. It's not that big of a deal, but now that we have coal power, oh, let's get this guy. Get him right in the back of the head. Got him. Those blue guys, I don't know what their deal is. I feel like they got nerfed hard, but anyway, the quartz crystals are important for crystal oscillators, and the silica is important for apparently windows. I didn't know that until I read the patch notes, but you can make silica with them. But yeah, I don't recommend you do this until you get a good amount of coal power, because this isn't vital to the progression of your starter base. And it would waste biomass, in my opinion. You do what you want, but in my opinion, I like to wait till I get coal power and then tackle this like this. So just wanted to share that. And we got some MAM research. We're getting into the juicy stuff. Here we got some crystal oscillator research. Now we get the recipe for crystal oscillators. Crystal oscillators are, I think, a reinforced plate, cable, and quartz crystal. Luckily I had all that and we're mining quartz crystal, but now you can see we're getting new stuff in the MAM. Exciting stuff. We are getting access to maps, which we haven't had, and a big old explorer. Oh, I also found the nearby sulfur node. This is much less of a hit to my power structure, because all we're doing is throwing down a miner, because we don't really have any recipes, and you don't really unlock a lot of recipes that you can use as easily as quartz. Quartz just needs quartz, But for the sulfur recipes, you need other parts. So I'm just going to have this running, accumulating some sulfur in this container here, and be able to pick at it later when I'm going through my research stuff. And we're going to get through some MAM stuff here. What did I just get? I didn't even see.
The map has been unlocked.
The map. Dun, dun, dun. Now you can see everywhere I've been. Not that much. It's really not that much at all. But I just want to show you what else we got here. Gonna get through this MAM stuff with you. Can't afford those parts. I don't have heavy modular frames yet. And I don't make motors yet. So we got modular frames. We can totally do that one. Let's see about the sulfur though. Black powder, no problem. Black powder is just coal and sulfur. I have miners for both of those. This is what we need, that rock on the coal. I drop one of these suckers on there and blast it away. I just need to grab some of those steel pipes. So we'll see what I do next. I can't remember. Did I get those mod frames? Nope. I'm probably about to get them right now. I did. 5 minutes and we'll have the coolest vehicle in the game. But not now. Not now. I'm going to leave you off because this is it. Thank you for watching the bonus edition or bonus content. Yeah, bonus. Bye.